Hi, hoy vamos a practicar el listening escuchando conversaciones reales en inglés. Antes de comenzar el video, te quiero invitar a que te suscribas al canal si quieres seguir aprendiendo inglés con nosotros. Además, puedes comentar cuáles son las áreas o aspectos que más te cuestan al aprender inglés. Let's begin. Comencemos. Topic 4. Family. Losing touch.
Honey, I think we need to talk about Roseanne's plans for the summer. I know you feel strongly about Roseanne staying in touch with your family, but I think we should let her stay here in Canada during the summer. She has band practice and the school summer camp.
Philip, my parents would be crushed if Roseanne didn't go back to Brazil. And you know, that's their only chance to see her.
Well, I know that, but I'm just not sure we should make her go just because your parents want to see her.
Oh, it's more than that. Also, she's losing her Portuguese. She needs to keep it up, or she'll never get it back.
Well, I know that's important to you, but she's had some trouble making friends in school. And the fact that she wants to be with them now is a good thing.
But she always has fun when she goes to Brazil. It's for her own good. And honey, remember when she was born? We promised to raise her biculturally.
And we have done that. But she's 14, and she wants to be her own person. She can go next year.
She won't want to go. Honey, you don't know what it's like to leave your country and your family. If Roseanne loses touch with Brazil, she's losing touch with me.
Well, I know she'll do whatever we decide, but at her age, I just don't like telling her what to do.
Yes, she's a good girl, but you also know that she sometimes likes to take the easy way out. It would be better if she goes. She'll thank us in the end.
Topic 4. Family. A daughter decision.
Okay, honey. Well, I think we need to talk about this some more. Yes, let's talk tomorrow. Bye. I love you too.
Oh, was that Jan?
Yeah.
Oh, what's the trouble this time?
I just found out Jan's pregnant. She wants to have an abortion.
Oh, that's terrible. You know, I had a feeling something like this was going to happen. What did you tell her?
Well, you know where I stand. I told her that she shouldn't go through with it. She can't have an abortion. We have to convince her to change her mind.
I'm not with you on this one, honey. I think Jan is right.
You can't be serious. You think she should get an abortion? Don't you remember? That's what everyone told me when I was 18. Get an abortion. You're too young to have a baby. It'll ruin your life. But I didn't. And I thought you agreed with me.
Well, I did. Then. But that was you. You were amazing. You could handle it. You knew what you were doing, and I was there to support you and help you raise the baby. With Jan, it's completely different. She's not responsible enough to have a baby, and she can't take care of it. Look at all the trouble she's having just taking care of herself, and she doesn't want to be a mother.
She's just saying that now because she's scared. We have to show her that things will be all right. We'll help her. And being a mother teaches responsibility. Jan will do fine if she has our support.
But this won't teach Jan responsibility. You know, honey, sometimes I just think abortion is the right thing to do.
I don't believe that. You know that. We need to make her see that abortion is always a terrible mistake. She'll regret it for the rest of her life if she goes through with it, don't you see?
I don't know if it is a mistake for Jan. I just don't know.
Roy, this is something that a man simply can't understand.
Topic 5. Society. Saving Mother Earth.
Welcome to Hot Seat, the interview show with tough talk and tough questions. Today we're with John Sanders, best-selling author of a controversial new book, Give Up Convenience, Save Mother Earth. Welcome to our program.
I'm happy to be here.
Now, in your book, you say that we will be hated by future generations for not saving Mother Earth. Is that right?
Yes, we're in crisis, and it's a result of our selfishness. We're killing our own mother for a tiny bit of convenience.
Killing our own mother?
We consume, we waste, and we think it's all natural.
Mm-hmm.
We understand this pace of development is damaging the earth, but we can't give up our cars, our convenience stores.
Yes, right. In your book, you criticize convenience stores.
That's right. Think of all the electricity used for the bright lights, heating food and cooling drinks all day and all night. We pull oil from the ground, burn it to make electricity, produce CO2, cause global warming. For what? For a lifestyle that ruins our health and our environment. And we're doing nothing about it.
Well, do I remember correctly, last month in Brussels there was a United Nations conference on global...
Meaningless. People are slaves to a convenience store lifestyle. Everyone knows it, but no one has the courage to change. I, for example, never use plastics. I grow my own chemical-free vegetables, always take public transportation.
That's not practical. To be honest, it sounds like you're just trying to sell your books.
Not at all. To change this, everyone, and I mean everyone, needs to give up some convenience from their lives. Start simple. No more plastic bottles. Refuse to drink from anything except glass. Until you give something up, nothing will change.
Oh, come on. The problems of the world are not going to be solved by me drinking from a glass.
All right, there are many other things you can do.
Yeah?
You'll find more ideas in my book, Give Up Convenience, Save Mother Earth. It's available in every bookstore.
Topic 5. Society. Aging parent.
Mr. Jensen, here's my mother's rent.
Yes, thanks. But wait, there's something I need to bring up with you.
Oh? What is it? Is there a problem?
To be honest, yes.
What's the problem?
I'm not comfortable with your mother living in the apartment anymore.
Why? She's a great tenant. She's quiet. I always pay her rent on time.
I know, but she's getting too
what?
Too old. She's too old to live in the apartment by herself.
But she's hardly ever alone. A helper comes in every morning, and my sister or I come every night. We always make sure she has everything she needs.
Yeah, but you know, she's been here, what, 5 years now? And she keeps getting weaker and weaker, and then there was the accident.
Okay, so she fell and broke her hip. But that can happen to anyone. But she's better now, and she knows her limitations now. She doesn't try to do everything by herself. Look, I'm telling you, we take care of her. You really don't need to worry about it.
Look, I just don't want anybody to...
To what?
To die in my apartment.
Hey, look, I think it's just old age that makes you nervous. You really don't have a right to kick her out on the street just because she's old.
Actually, I do. The lease is coming up for renewal next month, and I don't want her in for another whole year.
But she has nowhere else to go.
Then why doesn't she live with you?
No. She can't live with us. We don't have any room.
Well, then put her in a nursing home.
Yeah, right. No, she'd never agree to that.
Look, I can't wait for you to sort these things out. I want her out by the end of the month.
The end of the month? I can't believe this.
I'm sorry, but I don't want any trouble. She's your mother. She's your responsibility, not mine.
Topic 5. Society. Do animals have rights?
Welcome to Animal World. Today's program is about animal rights. Now, most of our viewers have already made up their minds about animal rights, but we have two guests here today to challenge our perspective. Let's start with Dr. Faye. Could you introduce yourself and tell us what you do?
Sure. I'm a medical researcher at Pharmco Labs. I do experiments with animals to find cures for human diseases.
I'm Bill Bates, and I'm here as the president of FOA, Friends of Animals. I speak for animal rights.
Let's start there. Mr. Bates, what do you mean by animal rights?
For me, it means that animals should live in freedom. Humans have rights, and so do animals.
Oh, that's ridiculous. Animals have no rights. Humans have always used animals in their daily lives.
Okay, now it is obvious that you two don't agree.
That's right. It's obvious that the FOA thinks animals have rights. They don't. Animals are animals, that's all. How can animals have rights?
Well, Dr. Faye, aren't humans animals?
Well, humans and animals are similar. All need to breathe, to eat, and to sleep, but that's it.
Give me a break. Come on. We have so much in common with other animals. We need to give animals the same respect that we give to each other.
But Mr. Bates, surely you recognize that there are important differences. We're above the other animals.
No.
Yeah,
That's so arrogant to think that we're above animals.
Look, let me finish, Mr. Bates. We have languages, right? We have civilizations, we have art. Because of those differences, I feel that other animals can be used by humans. We can use them for food and clothing. We can use them for medical research to help humans live better and longer.
You're right that we have additional abilities that animals don't have, but that's exactly why we should protect them. We don't need to hunt them, to capture them, and put them in zoos, to eat them. We don't need to hurt them at all. We can develop substitutes for everything that we now use animals for.
Animals aren't worth all that trouble. I believe humans need to use other animals for food, clothing, and medical research. In my opinion, we can use other animals for anything we want.
Well, we'll have to cut this off now. We will continue this discussion after the break.
Topic 5. Society. Adult children.
Hello everybody! Welcome to World Trend, your international talk show about young people's trends from around the world. Today's topic is living at home. Young adults who live with their parents. Is this a global phenomenon? Let's find out. In the studio we've got Professor Yumi Hasegawa from Japan and Dr. William Caldwell from the UK. Professor Hasegawa, tell us about Japan.
Well, in Japan, it is a growing trend. We call an unmarried person who has a job but who still lives with their parents a parasite single.
Parasite single? Wow, that sounds kind of creepy. Well, what about you, Dr. Caldwell? What about in the UK?
Yes, well, recently we've had an increase in the number of children who have left the nest and later returned to live with their parents, even though they have jobs and earn money. We call them boomerang children.
Boomerang children. Ah, yes. They leave, but then they always come back. So, Professor Hasegawa, it sounds like parasite singles are considered a negative thing in Japan. Is that right?
Well, the word parasite isn't very nice, is it? And yes, it is somewhat negative. Many people think that parasite singles are selfish.
Ah, selfish. What do you mean? In what way?
Well, the stereotype in Japan is that they just want to have fun and always need their mommy washing their laundry. They don't want any responsibility.
In most European countries and North America, I believe, the situation is similar. It used to be that young people wanted to leave home to be free. Now, because so many adult children return home, it's often the parents who want some freedom.
I bet they do. Interesting. Well, is there an upside to any of this?
The upside? Well, personally, I think that staying at home longer gives children time to think about their future more carefully. Some parasite singles simply want to make careful choices. For example, they don't want to marry the wrong person or pursue the wrong career, which they might do if they had to leave home right after high school or college.
And there is another positive aspect too. Some parents actually enjoy having their children at home. It seems that parents and their adult children form a stronger relationship when they get older. They become more like friends and come to understand each other more fully.
Hey, let's see what our listeners have to say about this. Are these people disgusting parasites or just careful? Does this happen in your country? Give us a call right now. The number is 555.
Muchas gracias por haber visto este video. Thank you so much for watching this video. Si te gustó, regálame un me gusta y compártelo con tus amigos para que todos aprendamos inglés juntos. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and share the video with your friends to learn English together.